what's the difference between a haunting or someone just coming to visit you? I didn't actually address that in my last video, so I'm going to do that really quickly here. So I mentioned in one of the previous videos how when people cross over, they attend their funeral, they kind of stick around for a few weeks, and then eventually they go behind what looks to me like frosted glass, and it's like they're attending a debrief, kind of about what their life was, what did they experience, what were the lessons that they learned, and that type of thing. So after they finish that part, and it appears that they can't really come back here during that time, that can take weeks or months. I haven't usually seen it take more than months. They're able to come back and forth as they want to. And the whole idea, I believe, again, I'm not an expert because I'm still alive and I haven't actually gone through that experience yet, is that they're able to come back and forth when they've made that decision to move forward. So they're not stuck here. They've gone through their debrief, they're choosing or have gone on to whatever comes next. But we're able to sort of see them either whenever they want to come visit or if we really need them. So it's almost like we put out by thinking about them strongly if we're really missing them, or it's the anniversary of their death and they're just really on our minds. A lot of people tend to have an experience with them then. So it's almost like you're putting out a bat signal when you're thinking about wanting to visit with them. Or they can come and give you a message, or on a special day, maybe they remember to come back. But it appears that we sort of become more like a dream to them after they're gone, which makes sense if you kind of follow that belief system that this is the dream, that when we die, we're actually going back to the real us. So yeah, we might see them regularly, we might see them infrequently. It kind of just depends on what they choose to do next, or how much we need to see them. So it it makes sense to work on our grief so that our grief isn't a tether that's holding them here. Not saying that you need to rush grief. Grief is a process and it needs to be experienced fully, and we move on from grief when we're ready to move on. So again, things don't change a lot after we die. We are still making decisions. It appears that we still have free will. There's still choices to be made, and we're not just floating around somewhere. The difference in haunting, see the previous video, is people get confused and they get stuck here. And then they're usually tied to a place or a person. I've most often seen them tied to a place. For instance, I did a clearing for a property manager last month, I think, where it was an older couple that I believe lived in the house their entire marriage. And the woman, when she died, stayed in the house. She didn't die in the house, but I believe she was in hospice or something in the house right up until the time of her death. And then she didn't understand why all of these other people were in her house, the living people. So yeah, there is a difference between a haunting and a visitation from somebody that you love who might have crossed over before you did. Have a great day.